Prepare to unleash your darkest fears with Netflix's Top 10 Spine-Chilling Horror Movies Part 2. From heart-pounding scares to twisted tales of terror, these bone-chilling selections will haunt your dreams. Let's dive right in. Number 10. Sister Death. This is a prequel to the chilling 2017 horror film Veronica. Again directed by the talented Paco Plaza, this Spanish supernatural horror film is set in post-war Spain. It follows Narcisa, a young novice with supernatural abilities, who arrives at a former convent-turned-girls' school to teach. As eerie events unfold, Narcisa faces increasingly disturbing situations, pushing her to uncover the dark secrets shrouding the convent and its inhabitants. Despite its slow pace, the film captivates with its stunning setting, excellent cinematography, and stellar performances by the cast. Sister Death was released in 2023. Number 9. The Conference. This Swedish comedy horror slasher film directed by Patrik Eklund transforms a routine team-building event for municipal employees into a horrific nightmare. As whispers of corruption swirl, tensions rise among the attendees. But the real terror begins when a mysterious figure starts picking off participants one by one. The movie plunges into its intense horror tone, wasting no time once the crew arrives. Eklund's direction, with tight pacing and sharp writing, keeps viewers on the edge of their seats. The Conference was released in 2023. Number 8. Deliver Us from Evil.
Yeah, I got it.
Directed by Scott Derrickson and produced by Jerry Bruckheimer, this film follows New York police officer Ralph Sarchi, played by Eric Bana, as he grapples with personal demons while investigating a series of chilling, inexplicable crimes. Teaming up with an unconventional priest skilled in exorcisms, they confront terrifying demonic possessions plaguing the city. The film, based on Sarchi's real-life cases, boasts great acting, a well-paced narrative, and a meticulously constructed plot. Despite its length, the suspense and supernatural horror keep viewers on edge. Released in 2014, it remains a gripping tale of the battle between good and evil. Number 7. Ouija, Origin of Evil. This supernatural horror film is a prequel to the first Ouija movie that was released in 2014. This one is directed and edited by the talented Mike Flanagan and is set in 1967 Los Angeles. Widow Alice Zander works as a spiritual medium with her daughters, 15-year-old Lena and 9-year-old Doris, while grappling with the recent death of their father. When Lena suggests using a Ouija board in their sessions, they unknowingly contact a spirit named Marcus, who begins to possess Doris. Facing foreclosure, Doris uses the board to discover cash hidden in their basement. Believing they are in contact with their dead father, the family is thrilled when the board reveals information only Roger would know. Ouija, Origin of Evil skillfully combines a slow-building plot with natural characters and a strong direction, delivering a suspenseful and believable story. It was released in 2016. Number 6. Under the Shadow. Directed by Iranian-born Babak Anvari, this is a gripping Persian-language psychological horror film set in 1980s Iran during the war with Iraq. Shida, a former medical student, is barred from returning to university and chooses to stay in her apartment with her feverish daughter, Dorsa, while her husband is stationed in a war zone. Dorsa fears demonic jinns, a terror that escalates when their building is hit by a missile. As the apartment becomes increasingly sinister, Shida discovers that an evil entity may be lurking, linked to Dorsa's beloved doll, Kimia. With a chilling atmosphere and strong performances, Under the Shadow builds tension through subtle scares and a compelling narrative. It was released in 2016. Before we dive into number 5, I want to give you some honorable mentions that are definitely worth checking out. Jigsaw. Over a decade after Jigsaw's death, a new wave of murders begins. The police are stunned to find evidence pointing to the original Jigsaw, John Kramer. Could he still be alive, or is someone else behind these crimes? Eli. A boy undergoing treatment for his autoimmune disorder realizes his home isn't as safe as he believed. Strange occurrences and hidden dangers threaten his health. He must uncover the truth. Circle. 50 strangers are held captive and face imminent execution. They must decide which one among them deserves to live. The choice becomes a desperate struggle for survival. If you find yourself searching endlessly for good series and movies to watch, why not let me do the work for you? I scour the depths of all streaming platforms each week to find the best picks. So make sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications. Number 5. Smile. In Parker Finn's chilling supernatural horror film, Dr. Rose Cotter, a dedicated psychiatrist, is driven by a need to escape her traumatic past. Her work with vulnerable students is routine until she discovers Laura, a deeply disturbed young woman with unsettling delusions. As Dr. Cotter tries to rationalize Laura's terrifying experiences, she is drawn into a nightmare of unexplained horrors that blur the line between reality and madness. As the sinister smile of death haunts her every move, Dr. Cotter must confront her dark history to survive. With exceptional production, strong performances, and gripping direction, Smile delivers a suspenseful experience. The film was released in 2022, and Part 2 will be released this year in October. Number 4. Life.
Hey guys.
Directed by Daniel Espinosa and written by Rhett Reese and Paul Wernick, this is a gripping sci-fi horror film that follows a 6-member International Space Station crew as they make a groundbreaking discovery, the first evidence of extraterrestrial life on Mars. As the team delves into their research, they unwittingly unleash a life form far more intelligent and dangerous than anticipated. The film captivates with its stunning visuals and impressive special effects, delivering a thrilling experience with intense violence and shocking moments. While the ending features a predictable twist, Life keeps viewers on edge with its relentless tension. Released in 2017, it remains a compelling watch for fans of the genre. Number 3. Hellhole. In this Polish horror film directed by Bartosz M. Kowalski, a mysterious monastery houses monks who run a clinic for the possessed. When young policeman Marek arrives, he infiltrates the convent under the guise of a clergyman, seeking answers to the enigmatic disappearances of several afflicted inmates. As Marek delves deeper, he discovers that escape from the monastery is impossible. While the film's build-up and progression can feel a bit repetitive, it culminates in a gripping ending, enhanced by striking visuals and a haunting atmosphere. With a solid storyline and compelling performances, Hellhole offers a chilling experience. It was released in 2022. Number 2. Barbarian. Zach Cregger's solo writing and directing debut is a gripping horror thriller that keeps you on edge. When a young woman arrives at her Airbnb late at night for a job interview, she finds her rental double booked with a strange man already inside. Despite her instincts warning her to leave, she chooses to stay the night. What starts as an uncomfortable situation quickly escalates into a nightmarish ordeal as she discovers horrifying secrets lurking in the house. With its brilliant direction, tightly woven storyline, and strong performances, Barbarian masterfully blends suspense and terror. It was released in 2022. Number 1. Midsommar.
4 years.
Really?
Yeah?
Directed by Ari Aster, this is a chilling folk horror film that delves into the dark side of human nature. The story follows Danny and Christian, a struggling American couple who, after a family tragedy, join Christian's friends for a unique midsummer festival in a remote Swedish village. What starts as a picturesque summer escape soon turns unsettling as the seemingly idyllic village's customs become increasingly bizarre and disturbing. The film's slow, deliberate pacing allows for deep character exploration and rich symbolism, making every detail significant. With standout performances and meticulous craft, Midsommar promises to leave viewers intrigued. It was released in 2019.